The Federal High Court sitting in Lagos, Nigeria, has rejected an application by a former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Mrs. Dizzani Alice Madueke, seeking to be joined as a defendant in an alleged 450 million naira fraud case in Nigeria. Justice Rilwan Aikawa, while rejecting the application, described it as bizarre and misuse of court processes, stressing that he will not allow himself to be used to frustrate Dizzani's imminent trial in United Kingdom, where she is currently under investigation and on bail. The judge declined all of Dizzani's prayer, including an order mandating the Attorney General of the Federation to facilitate a return from UK, where he is currently being under investigation for alleged fraud by the Metropolitan Police. Meanwhile, the embattled former minister has urged the Federal High Court in Lagos to compel the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, to bring her back to Nigeria from United Kingdom, where she traveled to shortly after leaving the office in 2015. She said she would like to appear in court in Nigeria to defend a criminal charge bordering on alleged laundering of 450 million naira, where her name was mentioned. The main defendant in the charge as Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Dilip Begore, and former Minister of National Planning, Professor Abubakar Suleiman.
Speaking at this year's World Standard Day in Abuja, the Director General of SON, Osita Aboloma, said in order to cope with the problems of urbanization, there was a need to make the cities smarter and more efficient to accommodate the people coming into them. He said the agency will continue to propagate the use of global standards within the nationalities for trade facilitation and general economic emancipation across the world.
Already, we have smart cities in Nigeria. We have the Atlantic City that is designed to be a smart city, where different organizations, different aspects of the cities will interact with each other to improve the quality of lives of the people living in the country, in the cities. This is in line with the current trend all over the world because people are migrating from the rural areas to the urban cities. From the statistics, we are aware that people, average of 20,000 people move into the cities every year. And for us to be able to cope with these exigencies of urbanization, it throws up new challenges. For us to cope, we have to make our cities smarter, more efficient, so that to accommodate the people that are flocking into the cities.
The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Okechukwu Enelama, said Nigeria should be interested in how to ensure smart mobility through efficient public transportation, reduction in traffic, prevention and quick detection of accidents. And Enelama, who was represented by Aisha Abubakar, the Minister of State, in the ministry, said the day provided opportunity for stakeholders across various sectors in Nigeria to discuss how standards could make Nigerian cities smarter.
The critical issue of making our cities and buildings smarter from conceptualization through design, construction that provides for safety, access, good ventilation, and aesthetics are some of the issues that the theme of this year's World Standards Day is calling our attention to. Smart mobility through efficient public transportation, reduction in traffic, prevention and quick detection of accidents, smart and renewable energy deployment, security solutions, treatment of effluent and smart health care provisions are some of the issues that should interest us in the discussions at this occasion and others in the near future.
8 companies represented with Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, MANCAP. Awesome Raffle, Bentel Vision.
The German ambassador to Nigeria, Bernard Shelax, has said the Nigeria and Germany Parliamentary Friendship Group will boost the existing economic and parliamentary relationship between the two countries. The German ambassador said this at inauguration of Nigerian-German Parliamentary Friendship Group at the National Assembly Complex, Abuja.
And I very much hope that this Parliamentary Friendship Group of the Senate can contribute to fostering and promoting of friendship between our two countries. I think the most important impulse to create this group came from the Senate President's visit in Berlin and in other, I think in Frankfurt and other German cities earlier this year. I think he was, so to say, the driving force behind this establishment of the group, but I'm very much obliged to senators who actually are joining in this group.
While inaugurating the group, Senate President, represented by the Deputy Minority Whip, Abiodun Olujimi, said the Senate will formulate enabling law that will project Nigeria and Germany as a strong partnership country in the world.
The Committee on Nigeria-Germany Parliamentary Friendship Group will form the working platform for actualizing the implementation of the bilateral agreements between Nigeria and Germany, as well as any other obligation of mutual interests. Thus, the committee has the mandate of the Senate to conduct its activities based on 1. Economic cooperation, that is, ensuring implementation of bilateral agreements between Nigeria and Germany, and 2. Parliamentary cooperation, that is, establishing a Nigerian-Germany Parliamentary Friendship Group through a constituted committee. As an interparliamentary group, I expect all members of the Nigeria-Germany Parliamentary Friendship Group in the Senate to foster the development of friendship between our two countries and develop close relations and cooperation between our parliament.
Chairman of the newly inaugurated Nigerian-German Parliamentary Friendship Group, Senator Ibn Nahala, said the partnership will focus on social infrastructure.
The essential purpose of constituting and establishing this group is to improve our working relationship with our foreign partners in socio-economic matters, security, trade and investment, and best practices and procedures in parliamentary affairs. In order to foster mutual benefit to both countries and the world at large, I wish to affirm our commitment to work as seriously as a group in order to foster gains on these bilateral ties. The group will work to enhance improved relations in the area of health, infrastructural development, skill acquisition, capacity building programs, petroleum and gas, socio-economic development, exchange of ties, and most importantly, on the issue of education and immigration.
Nigeria and Germany relationship is dated back as far as 50 years ago. Nigeria is the second largest economic partner of Germany in Africa. From Abuja, Nigeria, Muyiwa Bamdele reporting.
Lovely place, right?
Yes.
What's wrong? You don't look happy.
Take a look around. Why can't my hotel be like this?
I knew something was wrong, but I've got solution.
Solution? What?
Nanet.
Nanet?
Nanet offers you design solutions, building plans and construction, furnishing and equipping, financing, management, audit services, and many more services for a better hospitality business. Nanit, service with a smile.
Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari has been meeting with leaders of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC), including Chieftain Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in what political observers said to be strategic consultation on national issues. Chief Tinubu was at the Aso presidential villa for a private meeting. The president has also met with another group of APC leaders, including the national chairman, Chief Odije Oyegun, the Senate President Bukola Saraki, the Speaker of House of Representatives, Mr. Yakubu Dogara, and the Nigeria Governors Forum Chairman, Abdulaziz Yari, among others. The State House Press Corps chatted with Chief Tinubu, who expressed confidence in the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari to lead the country to a more successful nation. He stated, "It's of no use teleguiding the president in the course of carrying out his official duties." Chief Tinubu said all APC faithfuls are working hard for the party to succeed.
Fake news. Fake news. I have confidence in this president. There's no doubt about that. We work hard to bring a government about. There are certain things that are unpredictable, and those are things that can lend itself to gossip, insinuations, and all of that. But once you create leadership and it's functioning, you don't have to babysit that leadership unless there's an erosion of confidence. And I don't have that.
Explaining his silence on national issues, the former Lagos State governor remarked that he is known for his vocal nature to always speak when he feels things are not going right.
Our discussion was fruitful, was productive, and was about the country and leadership as a whole. And you know, that got me very excited and happy. I'm not known to shy away from talking my mind and rebelling if it is necessary, and taking charge of things that I believe are necessary. And so, seeing me my silence doesn't mean that. What is the myth in this leadership thing? Kaba. What's Kaba? It's a myth. We are the party of the people, for the people, and by the people. And this is democratic environment. Each of us, we have our roles to play. And that's where we are playing it. I don't believe in the myth. I believe in the confidence building, the trust that we have in the president, and building that confidence, yes, all along, in a journey of democracy, you are going to have twists and turns. You're going to have conflict, and conflict resolution mechanism is inbuilt in how you handle your party, and that's it. And the governance, and the party, they are joined by the hips.
However, there has been no formal statement on the engagement of the president with the party leaders. From Abuja, I am Festus Ejiroga Nefife for Ben Television.
National Chairman of Labour Party, Dr. Mike Omotosho, has dispelled rumors that the party is currently facing any leadership crisis which may have resulted into the factionalization of the party ahead of November 18th Anambra gubernatorial election. The chairman, who was franked by the party spokesperson, Barrister Ebere Ifendo, at a press conference in Abuja, says there is no crisis in the party that should give credence to the fictitious claims of any faction emerging within the party, noting that Labour Party remains committed to its socio-political obligations to the Nigerian people.
It is important to start by stating equivocally that there is no leadership tussle in our party. The national chairman of our party is Dr. Mike Omotosho. The former national chairman, Alhaji A.A. Salam Baradem Paiku, forged documents, embezzled and misappropriated party funds.
The party leadership also took a swipe at the federal government for the dangerous circumstances surrounding the return, reinstatement, and consequent disappearance of Mr. Abubakar Maina.
The recent reinstatement and redeployment of Mr. Abdurrashid Maina is a national disgrace and a ridicule to the anti-corruption campaign of the federal government. We are calling on the federal government to prosecute Maina. If they know where Maina is, because having reinstated him, it shows that they know where Maina is. Maina should be arrested and prosecuted.
In fact, in addition to the current president's anti-corruption war, we believe in the Labour Party that when there are social nets, safety nets for people, the incidence of corruption will reduce tremendously.
The party also accused the former national chairman Abdulkadir Abdul Salam of continued impersonation, saying he has since been suspended following a serious allegation leveled against him by the party governorship candidates in Anambra State.
It is important to know that a petition was received from Dr. Enemo, the the Labour Party candidate for Anambra gubernatorial election, that Alhaji A.A. Salam defrauded him of 20,500,000 naira. Alhaji A.A. Salam was therefore suspended in accordance with our constitution by the National Working Committee, the NEC, and the Special Convention that held on Tuesday, 3rd of October 2017. Alhaji A.A. Salam is still parading himself as the national chairman of the Labour Party, even after his suspension from the party and removal from office. We are using this medium to warn the general public and members of the party nationwide that Alhaji A.A. Salam was constitutionally removed from office for the above stated reasons, in line with the party's zero tolerance for corruption. That any person or persons doing any transaction with Alhaji A.A. Salam in the name of the Labour Party is doing so at his or her own peril.
In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.